Greetings. I'm David Walters, founder and director of David Walters Ministries, a combination of church and global online ministries, which includes live broadcasts to Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch called Power Encounter 2020. This is a broadcast comparing current world events to Bible prophecy on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We also invite you to visit our website at www.davidwaltersministries.com and also on our Facebook page at David Walters and David Walters Ministries. We also reach out to the homeless and the needy. God bless you and God keep you, and may your life be filled with the light that is in Christ Jesus.
All right, Holder Newt. Holder Newt, this is live, streaming live from Amarillo, Texas. And what I'm doing is just testing out the happs broadcasting system or production system here. It's kind of like Streamlabs. Now I'm used to Streamlabs and using Restream.io. So I want to welcome everybody. Let's see my comments up here. Let me make sure that I'm not keeping everybody out. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alhambra. Vince. Hey, Goose. Welcome. I checked Periscope, and I'm not live on Periscope that I can see. So undoubtedly I got to check Periscope every time. Vince, I'm doing very good. Doing well. It's bright, sunshiny, 70 degrees in Amarillo today. Hey, Eric, good to see you, man. Merry Christmas. We're doing great. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's close to 70 degrees today, and sun shining. No chemtrails. What? No chemtrails, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful day. Now I'm playing with the streaming broadcasting tools to see how to do things. Now what I kind of sort of do, Adelalde, that's probably not right, but Derek, how are you doing? So greetings. I'm glad you came in. I'm just doing a test, trying to figure this thing out. I've been pushing buttons to see what they do, and kind of cringing and gritting my teeth, hoping I don't break something. So I'm beginning to learn, kind of sort of. It's like Streamlabs, but set up a little bit different. And I'm working with it, trying to get used to it before I start streaming from happs instead of Streamlabs next month. So Christmas is good so far. Christmas is good so far. I'll tell you what, we had a great day. We had a great time. New grandbaby over, opened up presents, and I think we got a duck walking around here in the living room, and that's what the dog's barking at, I think. So hey, Derek, great. I'm glad to see people are doing great. Here in Amarillo, it's just this is the day that the Lord has made, and it's just a beautiful day. Yeah, we get dogs howling too. I tell you what, we've got a few, and they can make a noise. Now, I generally broadcast about 10 a.m. in the morning, because that is when the house gets quiet. And I have about an hour window where the dogs are quiet. They've been outside, they've went and done their business and in and fed. And so it gets quiet. And I generally broadcast from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yes, Derek, we certainly do. Um, I started out on Periscope in 2013, uh, but before that, for years, I presented Bible teachings and just visiting on Christian chat sites on the internet, and even helped. My wife and I helped a person in Australia develop and set up a chat site, and we helped her moderate and helped her get that thing going. And so many years was presentation on Christian chat sites. And then I heard about Periscope. And of course, I didn't know what Periscope was. I'd never heard of it. And so I thought that was that thing, it goes up and down in a submarine. I didn't know what Periscope was, but I knew that's what it was. I knew that that wasn't what it really was. So I Googled it and found out that it was a global live streaming app on a smartphone. But you had to have a smartphone. Well, I had one of them flip phones that didn't even have data. So, but I heard in my spirit the Lord say to me, I want you on Periscope. But I didn't know what Periscope was. So when I found out, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to buy a smartphone. And so I just prayed. I said, God, you said you wanted me on Periscope. And so you're going to have to supply the means to do it. Yeah, Eric, I March of 2015, I think I'm somewhere right in there. March, April, maybe 2013, way back in 2013. And so I said, God, you're going to have to provide it. I don't have the money to buy a phone. I checked out how much phones are and about had a heart attack. And so I just prayed. I said, God, you're going to have to provide the money to do this. You want me on Periscope, you're going to have to supply it and the wisdom to know how to use that phone. And so in 5 days, God brought into my possession the financial ability to buy a Android. Let's see, I think it was a Motorola Android at the time. And so I started learning how to use that thing. It took me 2 days to figure out how to even do anything on it, period. So I finally learned that I could download Periscope, and so I got started. Well, over the time of being on Periscope, but I also broadcast to YouTube and Facebook, Twitch, and different places. But I was using a computer, I was using a phone, I was doing all of this different pieces of technology to try to make this happen, and it was all crazy. And so during some research trying to find out how to broadcast on a computer, I ran across OBS. And so I said, oh, yay, I got it. And so I went to download OBS, and my computer didn't have the ability to support it. So I began to pray again and just ask God for the means and the way or somehow to provide a computer that would have the ability to stream with OBS. Well, in about 2 weeks, I went out the front door and sitting on the porch was a big box. And I said, what in the world? And so I brought it in the house, and in there was a laptop computer. So I said, Holder Newt, what? Are you serious? And so I opened it, and in, well, of course, a laptop computer. And so kind of sort of got things set up in it and tried OBS, and hey, it worked. And so I started using OBS to broadcast out into the world talking about Jesus. That's what I do. That is what I do. Of course, you know, I like interacting with the audience, and I like greeting people. I just love people and love God. So really appreciate y'all coming in today. Now, once again, this is a test, just trying to figure out how to do things. And I think I've kind of sort of got a handle on it. And so as I begin to broadcast from here, I'll be able to make it happen. I hope, I pray. And so as I moved into that, I don't know what I did something on OBS they didn't like. And so they told me, went to go on one day, and they said, I don't have authority, don't have permission to use that platform. So I said, what? What am I going to do now? And so I began to really do about a lot of digging and researching, and I came across Streamlabs OBS. And I thought, well, it's got OBS on there. They'll probably tell me I can't use it. So I downloaded it and I started using it. And I tell you, it is a great, great application. And then I discovered Restreams.io, which is like happs. It streams to different streaming venues, I think 17 altogether. So I began to experiment and began to use Streamlabs and Restream together, and began to build a really viable ministry on the internet. Well, then Periscope's going to shut down. I said, hey, golly, what are you talking about? Well, I got a notion that Periscope is closing down because they don't have the censorship ability on Periscope that they have on Twitter. So everything in Periscope is going to Twitter so that they have a little more control. Now, that's my opinion, is that Twitter has greater censorship ability than Periscope. So I began to hunt. I thought, well, Periscope's going down. I need something. And so a follower, Periscope follower, recommended Happs app to me. And so I came over and checked it out. Yeah, Restream is awesome, Eric. And I really like it, as well as Streamlabs. Streamlabs is so very easy to set up a broadcast. I'm learning here on Happs how to do it, and it took me 5 days. I think I've been on here 9 days. I think. And it took me all these 9 days just to figure out, and I discovered that by accident, is how to present a page on the screen of my computer to the broadcast here. I finally discovered how to do it today. So I used a lot of that in my broadcast to bring up, photographs, articles, different things that have to do in the world, that have to do with what we see in the Bible and is coming to pass. Now, there's a lot of things that are coming to pass as far as Daniel's chapter 7 and Revelation chapter 13. A lot of things are beginning to come into play and into place to where we see these things starting to develop in the world. And so it is an amazing thing. And so I use articles and blogs and videos and all of that kind of stuff to try to help people understand where they are in the world as far as the Bible is concerned. Now, of course, I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers, but I've been been a Christian for 50 years, been preaching the gospel and teaching the Bible for the same amount of time. And about 5 years ago, God called me to the wall to begin to cry out that there is a danger, there is a weapon coming. And so what I do is I compare or relate current world events to Bible prophecy and where we are because we are definitely in the end time. So the Lord bless everybody. Just wanted to do a little deal here and to see how it came out. And I really appreciate all of you coming, and I appreciate your comments. And I keep forgetting that when you make a comment, I can kind of go over there and click the like on there. I keep forgetting that. So I guess I'll learn it. And so I do appreciate everybody that comes in and gives me a howdy do. Surely do. So I love to interact with the chat audience. As long as it don't get so big, you can't. So God bless everybody, man. Merry Christmas. Of course, I know it's the day after Christmas, and we're going to start hollering Happy New Year before long. And so God bless everybody, and just keep on keeping on because Jesus is coming soon. I want to say thank you for joining, and it's really been a pleasure and a blessing. Eric and Derek, absolutely, and Vince, so good to have you with me on this little test. And I like to tell people at the end of everything I do, may your life be filled with the light that is in Christ Jesus. God bless you.